Yeah.
We can start the session, sir.
Yeah, 1 second.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to last day of data science workshop by using Python programming. So far, we have completed Introduction to Data Science, Python programming, statistics, artificial intelligence, data mining, artificial neural networks, machine learning. So far, we have completed 8 modules. So now today we are going to see deep learning, augmented reality, and virtual reality technologies, and followed by the applications. Okay. So far we have completed Introduction to Data Science. These are the concepts. And these are the Python programming concepts. And this is the syllabus of advanced Python programming libraries. NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Scikit-learn. Okay, then followed by the statistics. Then artificial intelligence. Then followed by the data mining concepts, artificial neural networks, and followed by the machine learning concepts like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Today we will see the deep learning concepts and followed by the augmented reality, virtual reality, then followed by the list of projects. So deep learning is an extension of machine learning. See, deep learning is a part of a broader family of machine learning methods. Machine learning is nothing but learning from the observations, learning from the experience. So machine learning is a sub-branch of artificial neural networks with representation of learning. Learning can be 3 types: supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and unsupervised learning. That is called reinforcement learning. 3 types. Deep learning gets its name from the fact that it involves more number of input layers and more number of hidden layers. That's why we can call it as a deep learning. That means number of input layers, number of hidden layers. We are increasing based upon our conditions. That's why it is called a deep learning. See, the technical name of this image, I have incorporated all the terminology and as well as jargon of deep learning. So that's why it is called deep learning word cloud. This is the technical name of this image. And if you see in deep learning, why it is called deep learning and what are the companies are working on deep learning concepts. If you see DeepMind, it is a company name, DeepMind. They are working on reinforcement learning and developing various games. And OpenAI, it is a company. They are using transformers. Okay, transfer learning. They are working on a transfer learning. Facebook, everybody knows, it is a social network company. And they are using a self-supervised learning. So they are using in deep learning a major concept, the self-supervised learning concept. Sir, what is meant by self-supervised learning? There is a label, there is a target class, and whatever label you are deciding itself, it learning itself, and it replicates itself, it functioning itself. That is called a self-supervised learning. That means reinforcement learning is nothing but based on the punishment and reward, we are solving the problems. Okay, penalty, reward and penalty. Then if you see Google, Google is a big giant in the market. They are using auto machine learning. See, in the Google, you are asking, who is the richest person? Immediately, the answer is coming from the Google, the list of the richest persons. So, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. Immediately, it is displaying based on the information. So there they have applied a prediction algorithm, various machine learning algorithms and deep learning algorithms they are using in their database. That's why immediately from the database it is retrieving the queries with answers. Apple company, they are using federated learning. See? Learning from the experience, learning from the federated topics, concepts. Like Microsoft, they are using machine teaching. Machine teaching. Amazon, they are using transfer learning. IBM, quantum machine learning. See, these are the very big companies. They are concentrating on various deep learning concepts like reinforcement learning, supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, unsupervised learning, transfer learning, federated learning, quantum machine learning, etc. Please keep in mind. So what is exactly the differences between computer science, machine learning, and deep learning? See here, computer science is nothing but the study of computation and computer technology, hardware and software. That is called computer science. If you see machine learning is a algorithms. Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure that can make predictions through pattern recognition. What is meant by pattern? Pattern is a model, simplified version of the reality. Recognition, it is recognizing, okay, this is Dr. Asadi, this is Ravindra Engineering College data science students. Those algorithms are recognizing who are they. Then what is the difference between deep learning? See, a form of deep learning is a form of machine learning that uses computing model inspired by the structure of the brain. How a human brain is working with nerves and nerving system which requires less human supervision. Okay, so that is called deep learning. See, if you see how it is done. So deep learning, the brain of AI means artificial intelligence. Deep learning algorithms, nothing but neural networks. Neuron, biological neuron. Same we can call it as in deep learning, artificial neurons. We can create artificial neurons. Then open source technology, there are various tools, techniques, frameworks we are downloading from the internet, and we are performing various applications. Large data sets are available. Data set means databases. So data set just like a tables, rows and columns. Data set is a combination of rows and columns. So columns are playing vital role. Columns we can call it as attributes. Attribute is nothing but characteristic of an entity. Like a student attributes, student name is attribute, roll number is attribute, columns, student marks. Like that, number of rows. Rows are also called as instances. Instances are also called as number of records. You can call it as a number of records. Then labeled data. What is meant by labeled data? The data having the name of the data, weather forecasting data, supermarket data. For every data, there is a name. Stock market data. Then engineering experts who has a BTech degree qualification with the computer science and IT. In engineering branches, if you ask me which branch is number one, I can say blindly, IT is the number one branch among all engineering branches. Whoever studying different branches, they are coming to IT field only. So IT is a number one branch. IT is a information technology. Information means processed data. Technology means application of science. Engineering experts. Specialized hardware means we are using high computing servers. What is the Indian supercomputer? Can anyone answer in the chat box? Param. Param is an Indian supercomputer, which is located at IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Param is a supercomputer having high computing power in order to solve complex applications such as aeronautics applications, medical healthcare, surgery kind of applications, engineering applications, like various applications we are solving. So this is the difference between computer science, machine learning, and deep learning. Keep in mind. Then deep learning industries. See, right now, all companies, all chains of industry, artificial intelligence now, for every industry, they are using this deep learning concept in various fields like agriculture, healthcare domain, manufacturing domain, retail industry, financial services, insurance, recycling. So these are the various deep learning industries they are using deep learning concepts. Deep learning use cases, these all are finance related applications, healthcare related applications, telecommunications, media, retail industry, etc. They are using deep learning concepts. See, what is a deep learning? Exact definition of deep learning. See, it is just like a human brain, and deep learning means learning from the observations with a deep manner by using a number of input and hidden layers. See here, what is deep learning here? In machine learning, same concept I am giving as an input to the car. My system has to recognize it is a car or it is not a car. That is done by the machine learning. Whereas deep learning, I am giving input to the system. I am extracting features of the car, like what is a car name, and what is the cost of the car, and the brand of the car, feature extractions. Then it will do automatically classifications. See, I am using number of input layers, hidden layers. Finally, it is recognizing car or not, and including with the features like it is a sedan, it is a Maruti, it's Wagoner. It is recognizing with the additional features. That is coming with the help of deep learning only. So learning from the observations with deep manner by utilizing number of input and hidden layers so that I am extracting feature extractions. Now see that the definition of deep learning. First you need to know artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but intelligent behavior in a machine. The science and engineering to make intelligent machines is called artificial intelligence. See, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, learning from the observations, learning from the experience. That is called machine learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. So deep learning uses neural networks to simulate a human-like decision making. Whatever the decision as a human we are taking, same decisions taken by the deep learning concepts. See the differences between when the artificial intelligence came. See, in the year 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, this artificial intelligence came into the market, engineering of making intelligent machines and programs. What are the engineering artificial intelligence programming languages? Lisp, Prolag. Right now we are using Java and Python. But specifically we are using artificial intelligence languages are Lisp and Prolag. Then machine learning. 1980s, 1990s, 2000 up to 2006. We are using machine learning concepts, ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Once you are writing, then automatically it is running itself. Then see the deep learning in the year 2010, 2012, 2017 until date. Now we are using deep learning. In the year 2020-21, I have started my research work in the field of deep learning. I have published more than 15 SCI and Scopus journals by using deep learning methods like extended convolutional neural networks, extended recurrent neural networks, deep neural networks, long short-term memory. Like these are the various deep learning methods I have used in order to produce very good results. So learning based on the deep neural networks. Deep neural networks is nothing but number of hidden layers, number of input layers. With the trial basis, we are increasing, decreasing. That is depends on conditions and constraints. See, who invented this deep learning? In the year 1960s. Okay. One of the mathematician, his name is Alexei Ivanko, created small functional neural networks, which is considered the first serious deep learning breakthrough. So his name is Alex Ivanko. So he created a small functional neural network. So he is the first person created this deep learning concept. So deep learning is an artificial intelligence function that mimics the workings of the human brain in processing data for use in detecting objects, recognizing speech, translating languages, and making decisions. So why do we use deep learning? In order to find out who are they, recognizing who's this speech, translating languages, and making decisions. So the ability to process large numbers of features makes up deep learning very powerful when dealing with unstructured data. My dear students, data might be three types of data, three kinds of data. Did you remember? I have explained. Structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. Structured data, with the help of SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, we are creating tables and creating database based on table, relation, schema, procedure. We are creating the tables. Such type of database is called a relational database. So that is called a structured data. And there is no table, there is no relation, there is no schema, there is no procedure, but we are creating the tables. We are creating the database with the help of audio, video, text, graphics, animation. That is a unstructured data. There is no label, there is no schema, there is no relation. With the help of Mongo database, Hive, HBase, Zookeeper, Scoop, NoSQL means not only SQL. We are creating database. That is called non-relational databases. And the semi-structured database is nothing but 50% structured data, 50% unstructured data. The combination we can call it as semi-structured data. Keep in mind. Then these are the beautiful definitions of and the differences between three major concepts. Now these three major concepts are leading in the market, leading in the industry in order to develop complex applications. Artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence is umbrella. Under that umbrella, various branches are there. So enabling machines to think like humans, intelligent behavior in a machine. The science and engineering to make intelligent machines is called artificial intelligence. We are creating expert system. We are creating if-then rules and maintaining a database. And we are creating humanoid robots with the help of Lisp, Prolag, Java, Python, Go, JavaScript. These are the popular languages of artificial intelligence. Then machine learning, learning from the observations, training machines to get better at a task without explicit programming. That is called machine learning. Okay, in machine learning, three approaches we are using. Those are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, or reinforcement learning. Supervised learning means there is a label, there is a target class, we are dividing into groups and classification. That is called supervised learning. See, based on gender. Based on gender, we are classifying males versus females. That is called label, target class. Whereas in deep learning, learning from the see, in unsupervised learning, there is no label, there is no target class, but we are dividing into groups based on the similarity measure. How do we calculate similarity measure? Based on the Euclidean distance formula. Euclidean distance is nothing but there are 2 points like x1, x2, x1, x2, y1, y2. Okay. So square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the formula between 2 points we are using to calculate the distance between one point to another point. That is called the Euclidean distance. Based on the similarity measure, we are calculating the distance. So that is called unsupervised learning. Then what is meant by reinforcement learning? Based on the punishment and reward, especially in gaming applications, penalty and reward. So if it does mistake, we are punishing. Next time, it won't do any mistake. Learning from the errors, learning from the mistakes. That is called a reinforcement learning. Example, chess game. So it learning itself. Then deep learning. Deep learning is a sub-branch of machine learning using multi-layered networks like single-layer perceptron, multi-layer perceptron, and various deep learning concepts like CNN, convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, and long short-term memory, and gated recurrent units, and using multi-layered networks for machine learning. That is called deep learning. Then why sir we are using deep learning? We have already machine learning concept. Yes, deep learning requires large training data sets, That means huge volume of data wherever presented. There we are using deep learning concepts. How do data science techniques scale with the amount of data with the help of deep learning techniques? Okay. So if you take x-axis amount of data and y-axis you can take performance. See how machine learning is performing older learning algorithms, and deep learning algorithms gives very good accuracy. So accuracy is a parameter and validation function, and accuracy is calculated based on the size of the data by number of iterations, and it gives the performance. So accuracy, so it gives 99.99% is accuracy, 95, 98, and so on. That's why deep learning requires larger training data sets. See here, deep learning is a subfield of machine learning concerned with the various algorithms inspired by the structure and the function of the brain called artificial neural networks. So deep learning is a type of machine learning and artificial intelligence that imitates the way humans gain certain types of knowledge. So just like how our human function of the brain is working, how fast we are thinking, same way this artificial neural network uses in deep learning. So while traditional machine learning algorithms are linear, whereas in deep learning algorithms are stacked in a hierarchy of increasing complexity and abstraction in order to solve non-linear applications. Wherever complex data is presented, wherever a huge volume of data is presented, so 100% we are using deep learning concepts. So if you see, what is the curse of dimensionality? Dimensionality is nothing but size of the data. Whether you are using terabytes, petabytes, hexabytes, octabytes, yottabytes, zettabytes, or brontobyte or geobytes. What is the size of the data? It is a curse of dimensionality. So first introduced by Bellman, indicates that the number of samples means records, instances needed to estimate an arbitrary function with a given level of accuracy grows exponentially with respect to the number of input variables. That is called a dimensionality of the function. If you take a table or a data set, can you take a Facebook data set, Twitter data set, huge volume of data. So input variables are a huge volume of data. That is called a dimensionality of the function. So the curse of dimensionality refers to various phenomena that arise when analyzing and organizing data in high dimensional spaces. If you take NASA data, very complex data. See, if you increase number of columns, those number of columns are increasing. That means the data size becomes complex, that do not occur in a low dimensional setting, such as the three-dimensional physical space of everyday experience. See, if you take a one dimension, means only one. Two dimension, if you take rows and columns. If you take three dimension, so length, breadth, and height, three-dimensional, 3D movie. If you increase number of dimensions, means number of columns are increasing, you cannot understand. Complexity increases. So in that case, that is the curse of dimensionality. So see the example I have explained already. So it is the best example for reinforcement learning. There is an intelligent robot. There is a scenario. So you are an instructor for this intelligent robot. So there are items like full of see bucket with full of water. There is a tap, and right side there is a fire, and you are observing first scenario. What is the problem definition? Problem definition is, so the intelligent robot is analyzing environment. Okay. So as an instructor, you are giving instructions where there is a fire, you can pour the water on the fire. Okay. And first I'm giving the instruction observe. Then select action using policy. Whatever the policy you are designing, it will act according to your policy. Then action. Immediately intelligent robot mistakenly it has stepped into right side. So there is a fire, and immediately I'm doing minus 50 points penalty. Then immediately that intelligent robot realizes, then again it learning from itself, and the next immediately it does take the water and pour on the fire. If it does bad step, it gets punishment. It gets good step. So update. I'm updating the policy. I'm developing the if-then rules. That is called a learning step. Update the policy means you are learning the system. You are making the system has to learn itself. So then so iterate means number of iterations until an optimal policy is found. So that is called reinforcement learning. Learning from the observations with mistakes. Learning from the errors. Learning from the faults. That is called reinforcement learning. Keep in mind, very interesting concepts in machine learning and deep learning and artificial intelligence. These are the core subjects of data science. My dear students, prerequisition is mathematics. and statistics, linear algebra, very, very important. If you are strong in mathematics, you are becoming a good data scientist. Keep in mind. So the deep learning process, see, you can see that there are 5 steps involved in the deep learning process. In deep learning applications, a data scientist or other analyst has to follow the 5 steps. The first step is understands the problem definition and whether deep learning is a good fit or not. First, you need to observe and analyze where to use deep learning, when to use deep learning, why we need to use deep learning. So based on the conditions and constraints, according to your instructions, you can choose. Then second step, identifies relevant data sets and prepares them for analysis. Then we have to prepare the data set, number of rows and columns, and you can prepare pre-processing, means eliminating noisy data, redundant data, and inconsistent data. We are removing redundant data. That is called pre-processing. Then third step, chooses the type of deep learning algorithm to use, like convolutional neural networks. That means integration of 2 or more formulas and making a function called convolutional. Okay, and recurrent neural networks and deep neural networks, long short-term memory. These are the algorithms we are using. Nowadays, in Python, we are using various frameworks and algorithms. Like I have used in this pandemic period in the year 2020 March to till date, I have used many number of frameworks like NumPy, Pandas, Scikit-learn, SciPy, and Theano, PyTorch, Keras, TensorFlow, Matplotlib, sklearn, and Scikit-learn. Various frameworks and algorithms I have used in the deep learning. Then fourth step, trains algorithm on a large amount of labeled data. See, data can be a labeled data, unlabeled data. Labeled data means there is a name of the data. Unlabeled data means I don't know what type of data, but I want to classify the data based on the similarity measure. That is called clustering. Classification is used in labeled data, especially. Any doubts, my dear students? See, I am explaining from my version. You need to understand, you need to ask the queries. Okay. Deep learning model life cycle. See here. What is the life cycle of deep learning? First, we need to use data sets and database, input, data and labels, references and models. So first we are creating and updating a model. Model is nothing but simplified version of the reality, and train and testing models, train the data and testing the data. Okay, then evaluate model. Evaluate model means whether that model is giving correct results or not, whether that model is predicting the results or not. If it is not, then repeat if accuracy is unsatisfactory. So again, it is going back and starts with updating the model, train the model, test the model, and evaluate the model. Finally, it serves the model. This is the life cycle of deep learning model. Then deep learning pipeline. See here, first we need to understand what is data and streaming. Data is a raw material. Streaming means flow of data. Distributed data, storage and streaming. With the help of, see, Cassandra. You know Cassandra, the eye look like Cassandra. It is a tool. Okay, Cassandra is a database tool. Facebook 1 year back, they are using their backend database is Cassandra. But Cassandra not solving the problems like triggers, joins in database, especially in unstructured data. That's why Facebook recently shifted from Cassandra to Hive database. Now Facebook is using Hive database for backend database. Okay. So with help of HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. It is a major concept in Hadoop. Hadoop is a big data tool. In order to process the huge volume of data, we are using Hadoop. Then Google Cloud Storage, Kafka. These are the tools in order to perform data and streaming. Then users, data preparation and analysis. With the help of Jupyter Hub, Apache, Zeppelin, Spark. We are preparing the data pre-processing and analysis. Then the next step, frameworks and the cluster. Framework is nothing but which supports front-end, back-end, everything. Okay, front-end like Java, back-end like SQL, MySQL, and for connectivity, we are using Apache Tomcat server and WebSphere for IBM. These are the for connection between front end to back end we are using. So here, deep learning tools and distributed hosting, we are using TensorFlow, PyTorch, and various frameworks we are using. Then models. Model is nothing but simplified version of the reality, building machine learning models. Then finally, model serving, whether my model is giving results or not. Sending model to clients. They are predicting the results. This is called a deep learning pipeline. Then see the deep learning tools and machine learning tools. What are the tools are available? Machine learning programming languages, especially Python and R programming, even Java also. Then machine learning tools, TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Weka. So TensorFlow is a deep learning and machine learning tool, and Scikit-learn is also machine learning and deep learning tool. Weka is a Waikato environment knowledge for analysis. Weka is a data mining tool, machine learning tool. It is for data analysis. Why Python is so popular? My dear students, why Python is so popular among of all the programming languages? Any answer from the students? Bhavita?
Sir,
What is the answer for Python? Why Python is so popular?
there are many inbuilt libraries in Python.
Perfect answer. Give her big round of applause. So Python is so popular because rich number of libraries are presented. Libraries is nothing but packages. Packages is nothing but APIs, application programming interfaces. Then R programming is a visualization programming language, especially for generating graphs, pie chart, bar chart, line chart, etc. Then deep learning tools like Keras. Keras is a framework in order to solve deep learning application, deep learning algorithms like CNN, RNN, LSTM, etc. Then PyTorch. PyTorch is a framework, library, API for Python programming. We are solving various deep learning applications. Then analytical tools. Analytical tools like Spark and Hadoop. These are the big data tools. In order to process huge volume of data, we are using Spark and Hadoop tools. Then visualization tools, especially for generating graphs, we are using Matplotlib. I think you have also used Matplotlib library, Seaborn, Jupyter Hub. So these are the visualization tools. Then see the difference between machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning uses, see the difference. You can find, I'm explaining, please listen carefully. For the two learnings, I'm using same input as a car. So here in machine learning, it extracting features and it is done classification, but it is finally recognized only car or not car. That's all. Whereas in deep learning, same input I am giving, but see the no human intervention and feature extraction with classification, number of input layers, hidden layers we are using in order to extract minute features. Like, see, now it displayed car with what is the color? Red color. And brand, Ford, model, Mustang. So these are the additional features came with deep learning. That is the difference between machine learning and deep learning. It displays with the additional features with a deep manner. It is displaying all the features of that car information. This is a just example. Okay. So that's why we are going to use deep learning concepts for complex applications. Then see the differences between with the help of factors like data requirement, accuracy, training time, hardware dependency, hyperparameter tuning, etc. Now see, in deep learning, it requires a large volume of data, whereas in machine learning can train on lesser data also. Then accuracy in deep learning, it provides high accuracy, whereas in machine learning gives lesser accuracy. Training time, the factor is training time. So in deep learning, it takes longer time to train the data because huge volume of data. Machine learning, it takes lesser time to train. Then hardware dependency, deep learning requires a GPU, graphics processing unit. You know, CPU is the central processing unit. It is a brain of a computer. So here we are using deep learning GPU, graphics processing unit, to train properly. Whereas in machine learning, it trains on CPU, central processing unit. Then hyperparameter tuning. In deep learning, it can be tuned in various different ways. Whereas in machine learning, limited tuning capabilities. That is the major differences between deep learning and machine learning. If you enter into the technical interview for job, they are asking the questions like deep learning versus machine learning. You need to explain these are the differences with factors like data requirement, accuracy, training time, hardware dependency, hyperparameter tuning. Okay. Then see the few more parameters like data. Deep learning needs big data sets, and machine learning performs well with a small to a medium data set. Hardware requirements, it requires a GPU, graphics processing unit, works with low-end missions also. Engineering, so pre-calculatives for deep learning needs to understand the basic functionality of the data, whereas machine learning understands the features and how they represent the data. Training time, deep learning requires long training time. Machine learning requires only short time. Processing time, a few hours or weeks, whereas in machine learning, few seconds or hours. Number of algorithms, very less in deep learning. In machine learning, number of algorithms are many. Data interpretation means conversion of one form to another form is called data interpretation. If I am speaking sentence means you are understanding, means you are interpreting yourself. That data interpretation is very difficult in deep learning, and in machine learning, some machine learning algorithms are easy to interpret, whereas some are hardly to interpret. Then see the perceptron. Keep in mind, so what is the special concept in deep learning? The perceptron is an algorithm. Keep in mind, supervised learning of supervised learning of binary classification. So perceptron is a type of linear classifier that is a classification algorithm that makes it predictions based on a linear predictor function combining set of weights with the feature vector. So here what is mean by learning approach batch rate? The learning rate controls how quickly the model is adapted to the problem. That is called learning. Number of epochs. Epochs means number of iterations. Batch rate means how many steps at a time it can perform. So smaller learning rates requires more training epochs. Even the smaller changes made to the weights each update, whereas larger learning rates results in rapid changes and require fewer training epochs. That is called learning epoch batch rate. See here, the batch size means number of samples processed before model is updated. The number of epochs is the number of complete passes, means steps, through the training data set. The size of the batch must be more than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to the number of samples in the training data sets. Number of samples means number of records, number of instances. So that is called batch size. Batch size is a hyperparameter of gradient descent that controls the number of training samples to work through before the model's internal parameters are updated. So the number of epochs is a hyperparameter of gradient descent that controls the number of complete passes through the training data set. Then see the activation function. Sir, why sir we are using activation function? Bias. The activation function of any function defines the output of that node given an input or set of inputs. So a standard integrated circuit can be seen as a digital network of activation function that can on or off depending on input. So we are using a ReLU. ReLU is a rectified linear unit, softmax. Okay, and we are using various activation functions. Single layer perceptron means it is a algorithm, linear algorithm. A single layer perceptron is a feed forward neural network based on the threshold transfer function. So SLP is the simplest type of artificial neural networks and can only classify the linear separable cases with the binary target. Like 1 is means true, 0 means false. 1 means I am classifying the data. 1 means males, 0 means females. So based on the gender, I am classifying the data. So 1 means on, 0 means off, true or false, on and off. Okay. Then limitations of single layer perceptron. A single layer perceptron can't implement XOR gate. You know XOR gate. We are having universal gates like and, or, not. So XOR gate is it is a limitation. It cannot perform that implementation. The reason because the classes in XOR are not linearly separable. You cannot draw a straight line to separate the points like 0, 0 points, 1, 1 from the points. You might have studied in geometry. 0, 1, 1, 0 led to invention of multi-layer networks. That's why we are going for a multi-layer perceptron because it is not solving the XOR. So that means linear, it solves only linear problems in single layer perceptron. Multi-layer perceptron means it solves the classification problem for non-linear sets by employing hidden layers, number of input layers, whose neurons are not directly connected to the output. If you see, the additional hidden layers can be interpreted geometrically as additional hyperplanes, which enhance the separation capacity of the network. So multi-layer perceptrons are useful in research, especially for their ability to solve problems stochastically, which often allows approximate solutions for extremely complex problems like fitness approximation, healthcare applications, especially in COVID-19 virus detection. They are using deep learning multi-layer perceptron concept. So multi-layer perceptron uses back propagation as a supervised learning technique. Since there are multiple layers of neurons, so that's why MLP is a deep learning technique, multi-layer perceptron. So MLP is widely used for solving problems that require supervised learning as well as research into computational neuroscience and parallel distributed processing. These are the applications of multi-layer perceptron. Then pre-activation. Why we are using pre-activation? It is represented by A, you can call just example I am giving. Weighted sum of inputs plus the bias. Activation represented by H. Activation function is non-linear function. Then why we are using activation function in deep learning? An activation function is a function that is added into an artificial neural network in order to help the network learn complex patterns in the data. When comparing with a neuron-based model that is in our brains, the activation function is at the end deciding what is to be fired to the next neuron. That is called an activation function. See, back propagation and why it is used. Back propagation is an algorithm used to calculate derivatives quickly. Derivatives you might have solved in second year intermediate. You are using differentiations and calculations. So by using this back propagation algorithm in deep learning, we are using artificial neural networks uses back propagation as a learning algorithm to compute a gradient descent with respect to weights. The algorithm gets its name because the weights are updated backwards from the output towards input. Then what is meant by gradient descent? Gradient descent is a first order derivative function. It is iterative optimization algorithm for finding a local minimum of a differentiable functions. That's why it is solves first order iterative optimization algorithm problems. That is called gradient descent. If you see, gradient descent is an optimization algorithm for fitness, calculate the local minimum of differentiable function. So if you see this example, gradient descent is simply used in machine learning and deep learning to find the values of a function parameters like quotients that minimizes the cost function as far as possible. See this example, x-axis I'm taking weights and y-axis I'm taking cost. Now I'm calculating minimum cost. So a derivative of cost. So gradient descent is increases. So initial weights, incremental step. So learning to learn, gradient descent by gradient descent. So this is a very good algorithm in order to solve functions parameters, complex applications. So use cases of deep learning. Who are using and which organizations are using especially deep learning concepts? See example, Google uses deep learning to build powerful voice-based recognition. So if you are taking your mobile and speaking to them, Google Talk, you know, who is the richest person? You can talk with Google. She is responding immediately. The background of Google Voice, also one Indian girl speaking that voice, keep in mind. In the Google Talk, if you take in the mobile phone, you can, instead of typing, it takes time. Some people are lazy people, they are speaking with the mobile Google. Who is the richest person? Immediately it is answering Elon Musk. No, recently he slipped into 5 or 6. Then Adani, yes, Adani is the richest person in the world. Immediately Google is responding based on the data, based on the real-time data, which is publicized and developed by the Forbes, www.forbes.com. That is the site, that is a website revealing this richest person information. So deep learning, see, this Google uses voice and image recognition algorithms. Netflix and Amazon uses deep learning in their recommendation engines, and MIT researchers use deep learning for predictive analytics. See here, I have explained already this slide. Deep learning can be used in agriculture field, healthcare, and manufacturing industry, retail industry, financial services, insurance, recycling. So these are the deep learning use cases, especially face unlock in smartphones, selfie filters, networking, cab booking. See, so many are booking at a time. How it is resolving that problem? Based on the first in, first queue. That is FIFO principle. First in, first out. Queue. So it is using a queue data structure in order to solve a cab booking. That is one of the deep learning application. And Siri, Google, you know Siri, how it is working in iPhone, Google, Google Talk, Alexa, examples. Personalized marketing, Gmail and spam filtering applications, online food delivery portals like Zomato. Okay, we are using various online food delivery portals. Okay, and Play Store recommendations, even e-commerce websites, you know, online booking gadgets, electronic devices. You can Amazon, Flipkart. These are the examples of e-commerce websites. So these are the top 10 deep learning use cases. See how a deep learning process works. Input layer, that is called L1, hidden layer L2, hidden layer L3, number of hidden layers. There is no limit. You can use a number of hidden layers until unless it converges, until unless it solves the problem. Output layer 3. See how many X1 to XP we are using input layers, and W1, and we are using hidden layers, and L3 we are using hidden layers, and L4 we are using hidden layers, and finally we are getting the output. Okay, this is called a deep learning process. See the example, deep learning workflow. Lots of labeled data, unlabeled data you can take as input to the system, training data set and validation data set, and you are using deep learning neural network algorithms, and you are validating with the data whether it is correct or not. Then if it is correct, then it gives the results. If it is not correct, then again you are fine-tuning parameters, network and architecture. Pre-processing of the data. Pre-processing means we are eliminating the redundant data, noisy data, inconsistent data, dirty data, example. So this is a deep learning process. See in the year 1990s, how they have used neural networks, and right now, how we are using deep learning neural networks in the right now. See the 1980s, same. They are using input layer, that is called nodes, hidden layers, and finally they are getting the output. So links carry signals from one node to another, boosting or damping them according to each links called weights. See in the right now, how we are using deep learning process. See, I am taking as an input data set as a one scientist. It will convert into number of pixels. I am taking as input layer, identify light, dark pixel values. Image is a number of pixels. Pixel is a point or position. Then identify edges. Then identify the combinations of edges. Identify features of the face, like moles on the face, the distance, forehead distance, and the nose between mouth and nose, like various features. Those are identify features, and finally output layer, identify combinations of features. Finally, it recognizes George. Yes, he is a George, based on the features, based on the number of features. So what are the deep learning algorithms are very famous. I'm going to demonstrate these three algorithms today. So providing a lift for classification and forecasting models, we are using deep neural networks. So when to use convolutional neural networks, feature extraction and classification of images, we are choosing convolutional neural networks. Then now for sequence of events like audio, video data, sequence of events, YouTube video, streaming data, Facebook video, Facebook streaming data. Streaming means flow of data between one system to another system, one node to another node, server to server, system to system. So for sequence of events, language models, time series data, weather forecasting data, streaming data, we are preferring recurrent neural networks. Keep in mind, for image processing, we are using CNN. For audio video data, time series data, we are using recurrent neural network. And for classification, forecasting models, we are using DNN. Three famous algorithms under deep learning models. Then deep learning models classified into two types, supervised learning, unsupervised learning. Based on the label and target class, we are dividing into convolutional neural networks and classical neural networks and recurrent neural networks. Unsupervised learning means there is no label, there is no target class, but we are dividing into groups and classification. Self-organizing maps, Boltzmann machines, autoencoders. These are the unsupervised models. So now see the example. DNN. DNN is used for classification. Deep neural network is used for prediction and time series prediction. Whereas CNN can be used for prediction and time series data prediction, computer recognition, voice recognition, vision. RN and LSTM, recurrent neural network and long short-term memory. It is used for only prediction and time series data and classification. That's all. But CNN is powerful than two algorithms. See here, it used for prediction and time series data and computer recognition and vision and classification. So deep learning models broadly classified into four categories: CNN based methods, RBM based methods, and autoencoder based methods, and sparse coding based methods. CNN based methods, we are using, see, AlexNet, okay, and Clarify, SPP, VGG31, GoogleNet 20. These are 20, 31, 26, 52 are the number of layers. Okay. And RBM based methods, see, deep belief network, 49 layers we can use. Deep Boltzmann machine, 65 layers. Deep energy model, 73 layers, input and hidden layers. Autoencoder based methods, sparse encoder, 50 layers. Denoising autoencoder, 85. And contractive autoencoder, 87. Then last one is sparse coding based. Sparse coding, that is called SPM 98. Laplacian sparse coding 113. Local coordinate and coding 95. And super vector coding 118. These are the deep learning methods. And the deep learning mathematical form, multiply rule, power rule, sum rule, difference rule, product rule, quotient rule. These especially in a non-linear, okay, applications by using a differentiation and a calculation. See, while studying intermediate, you doesn't know value of differentiation and calculations. Why we are using? Now see, we are using differentiations and calculations in this deep learning applications in order to solve. Okay, quotient rule. And now see, what are the differences between three algorithms? These four algorithms. So CNN is used for image processing classification, especially keep in mind. Recurrent neural networks is used for audio video classifications and time series data classifications. Wherever sequence labeling is there, we are using recurrent neural networks. Then long short-term memory, where we are using wherever a sequence labeling audio video data is presented for classifying the data, processing the data, make predictions. We are using long short-term memory algorithm. Then GAN. GAN is a generative adversarial network, especially face recognition application from childhood to old age. How face changes over the period. In order to solve biometric applications, we are using GAN. Keep in mind, GAN is a so powerful technique, generative adversarial network, GANs, for facial changes, facial expressions from childhood to old age. Then what are the deep open source learning models tools we are using? I have explained already TensorFlow. TensorFlow, one of the best framework in Python programming in order to solve deep learning applications. So deep learning is used for natural language processing, text classification and summarization, speech recognition and translation and more. Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit, they are using for image classification, speech recognition and text-based data. MCTK supports for both CNN and RNN. That MCTK means Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit. Caffe. Caffe is one of the deep learning tool built for scale. Caffe helps missions to track speed and modularity and expression. Then see the Chainer. Chainer is a Python-based deep learning framework. Chainer provides automatic differentiation APIs, application programming interfaces, based on the define by run approach. Keras. Keras is one of the deep learning algorithm. It is a framework that can work for both CNN and RNN. Keras is a popular choice for many applications. Then deep learning 4J. These are the various popular algorithms and frameworks. Keep in mind, it is also a popular choice for deep learning 4J. Is a JVM based, based on the Java virtual machine based, industry focused, commercially supported, distributed deep learning framework. And these are the deep learning code libraries I have used for my applications: TensorFlow, PyTorch, Apache MaxNet. These are the deep learning code libraries I have used. Okay. And these are the various frameworks of deep learning methods. See, Python, very big letters, and Python is so popular. Bhavita gave a very good answer. Python supports various number of libraries. What are the libraries? Can you read here? See here, PyTorch, Keras, Sonnet, Chainer, various libraries are there. Torch, Theano, Minmaxer, Ludwig, Caffe, various TensorFlow, MaxNet, various deep learning frameworks are available. Okay, this is called mind map. This type of image is called mind map. Keep in mind. Then applications of deep learning, where we are using deep learning, industrial visual translations, predicting the future applications, chatbots. Alexa is a chatbot. Hey, Alexa, what are you doing? Immediately it says, I'm learning, I'm speaking, I'm talking. So that is a chatbot application, intelligent robot machine. Medical care applications and driverless cars applications, colorizing the images, and read lip movements. We are using a deep learning application. Photo descriptions, deep learning, you can call it as deep learning applications, advertising, etc. These are the various applications of deep learning. If you see latest applications of deep learning, autonomous vehicles, Tesla, Tesla, Elon Musk and Waymo. Now they are using deep learning algorithms, driverless cars. Polybee, pollinating bee drones, drones especially using deep learning algorithms, greenhouses. RNN noise, recurrent neural network based on noise suppression library. Grammarly, you know Grammarly, it is one of the intelligent chatbot. It tells this is a sentence mistake. It is a grammatically mistake. It will rectify the databases. NLP means natural language processing based text summarization. And Perlmutter, NVIDIA project that targets three-dimensional mapping of the universe. Meridian, helping compile a catalog of all known fish sounds and creating a benchmark data set for marine biocoistics. Neurala brain, Neurala network and software that emulate the functions of the human brain for navigation and perception. Zero eyes, real-time firearms, detection, prevention, and protection. And WaveNet, it generates raw audio from speech patterns using CNNs, convolutional neural networks. Sixth Sense, a B2B sales and marketing platform that predicts buying behavior. And Robbie AI, patient monitoring platform to prevent falls and delirium in ICU patients. See, in especially intensive care unit patients, they are using deep learning mechanisms. These are the latest applications. And these are the top 10 fascinating applications of deep learning. See, first fascinating application, self-learning, self-driving cars, automatic handwriting generation, pixel restoration, and colorization of black and white images, deep dreaming, detection of growth delays in children, demographic prediction, sound addiction to silent films, news aggregation, automatic mission translation. So these are the top 10 fascinating applications of deep learning. And these are the deep learning applications. See, first one, these are the top 20 applications: self-driving cars, entertainment, visual recognition, virtual assistants like Alexa, Siri, fraud detection, natural language processing, news aggregation and fraud news detection, detecting developmental delay in children, colorization of black and white images, adding sounds to silent movies, healthcare, personalizations, automatic mission translation, automatic handwriting generation, demographic and election predictions, how Joe Biden and Narendra Modi are won elections based on the deep learning algorithms, and the data scientist has been used deep learning algorithms. Those are they have solved demographic and election predictions. Automatic game playing, language translation like Chinese to Hindi, Hindi to Telugu, Telugu to Hindi, pixel restoration, photo descriptions, and deep dreaming. And these are the deep Python, deep learning applications I have explained already: virtual assistants, chatbots, autonomous vehicles, sound addition in silent films, face recognition, colorization of black and white images. And these are the most useful deep learning tools in the year 2022. Keep in mind, you need to use these are the deep learning algorithms in order to solve very good applications. Neural Designer, it is a professional application to discover unknown patterns, complex relationships, and predicting actual trends from data sets using neural networks. H2O.ai, this is one of the deep learning tool. Deep Learning Kit, Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit, Keras, and Convolutional, Torch. These are the deep learning tools in the year 2022. So these are the top 10 open source deep learning tools. You can see Anomaly. Anomaly is a open source deep learning tool. Why we are using? fraud detection in transaction, especially in banking applications, and cyber attackers, malicious attackers, cyber criminals, that activities, how do we can find? With help of this anomaly tool. Then LSTM, long short-term memory, automatic image caption generation. Okay, so suppose one video is running. In that video, who is Prabhas, who is Mahesh Babu, immediately it is displaying names of the heroes. Such type of applications we are using LSTM, automatic image caption generation. CNN, convolutional neural network, why we are using? In order to speech recognition, impaired users get voice. Then RS fMRI, autism spectrum disorder in kids. We are using RS fMRI tool. Google Assistant, for in order to voice and keyboard virtual personal assistant, we are using Google Assistant. Marine, fin-based whale identification, especially in seas, oceans. So Marine is an open source deep learning tool. So these are the top 10 open source deep learning tools. TensorFlow, I have explained already. So you can download pip install TensorFlow. Please do it. Now we are going to solve after this theory explanation. TensorFlow is an open source deep learning framework for the development of machine learning and deep learning models, founded on November 9, 2015. What are the special features? It provides an end-to-end model from building to deployment. It supports model deployment on mobile devices and embedded devices also. Good documentation and help from the community. Extensive support for multiple GPUs, graphics processing units, graph visualization and queues, supports image processing, computer vision, natural language processing, text classification, speech recognition. For that, we are using TensorFlow. Then we are using Keras. Keras is one of the open source deep learning library. It is released in the year 2015. What are the features? Extensive documentation and developer guides, easy to learn and use, offers clear and comprehensive error messages, supports models for mobile devices, the web as well as for Java virtual machines. It enables distributed deep learning models on graphics processing unit and tensor processing units, TPUs, broadly adopted in the research community as well as in the industries. Then third one is a PyTorch. PyTorch is one of the open source machine learning, deep learning algorithm. In the year 2016, it is invented. And features, where there are various features broadly accepted across major cloud platforms to provide easy development and straightforward scalability, and facilitate end-to-end pipeline and Python development to mobile device deployment for iOS and Android. And active research community and industry developers provide robust ecosystem, especially enable development in various domains from computer vision to reinforcement learning. Then provides direct interface with the ONNX, Open Neural Network Exchange, compatible systems, environments, visualizers, exporting models in the standard ONNX format. Offers multiple GPU support for the implementation of deep learning models. Supports for C++ interface, especially. Then OpenNN. So OpenNN is one of the open source neural network library in the year 2018. The features to create a neural network model without programming. See, without program, also we are using OpenNN. It offers good user interface in terms of data management and results interpretation using the Neural Designer tool. Provides faster training compared to other deep learning frameworks. Outstanding performance in terms of execution speed and memory allocation. Next one is Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit, that is CNTK. In the year 2016, they have created this tool. So it is available in Python, C#, and C++. So it is used to solve various supervised learning applications, unsupervised learning applications, and reinforcement learning, as well as generative adversarial networks. It supports for all the applications of deep learning. Then Apache MaxNet. Apache MaxNet, it is released in the year 2016. So it provides comprehensive and flexible Python APIs and supports other languages like Scala. Scala means scalable language. It is used in a Spark framework. Julia. Julia is a combination of Java plus Python. It is one of the programming language. Closure, Java, C++, R, and Perl. It supports for computer vision, natural language processing, text classification, and time series data. That is called Apache MaxNet. Then Deep Learning Kit. Why we are using Deep Learning Kit? It is supports for iOS, OS X, tvOS, various applications and platforms. So it developed using Metal and Swift for GPU acceleration and app integration respectively. It uses convolutional neural networks for image recognition on Apple devices. Then the Deep Learning 4J. It is also one of the open source deep learning algorithm. This algorithm is used to solve deep learning belief networks, deep autoencoders, recursive neural tensor network, and denoising autoencoder, word to vector, doc to vector, and various deep learning applications, especially natural language processing tasks smoothly. Okay. And the last but one, Darknet. Darknet is one of the open source deep learning tool. In the year 2013, it is released. It is solved the applications like CPU, GPU computations, image classification, time series prediction, natural language processing, etc. Then the last one is Played ML. It is in the year 2017 it came. It supports for operating systems like Linux and Mac OS and Windows, and it solves various applications of deep learning. And these are the, you can call it as a challenges of deep learning. What are the challenges, sir? I want to do research on deep learning. Learning without supervision, it is a challenge. Coping with the data from outside the training distribution, it is a challenge. And incorporating logic, unsupervised and self-supervised learning, autoencoders, especially in deep learning applications. These are the challenges. And deep learning challenges, high performance and hardware requirements, still it is a challenge. Still R&D is ongoing. Issues with the flexibility and multitasking, data availability, not optimizing hyperparameters, and data security. Now these are the deep learning code libraries I have explained. NumPy, SciPy. NumPy means numeric Python. SciPy means scientific Python. Scikit-learn, sklearn, Theano, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, Pandas. And these are the Python libraries and frameworks. So Bhavita told, sir, Python is so popular because of frameworks, because of libraries, because of packages, because of APIs, application programming interface. See here, NumPy, TensorFlow, Theano, Pandas, PyTorch, Keras, Scikit-learn, Matplotlib, SciPy, Seaborn, and web development tools like Django, Flask, Bottle, CherryPy, Pyramid, Web2Py, TurboGears, Cubic Web, Dash, Falcon. These are the web development tools. And automation testing tools, PyUnit, Behave, Splinter, Robot, PyTest. Image processing tools like OpenCV, Mohotos, PZMagic, SimpleTK, Scikit-image. Game development tools, Panda 3D, Pygame, PyOpenGL, PyGlet, Arcade. Web scraping tools, LXML, Request, Selenium, Scrapy, Beautiful Soap. These are the Python libraries and framework supports machine learning, deep learning, web development, automation testing, image processing, game development, web scraping. So NumPy, everybody knows, it is a scientific computing tool. It this library solves mathematical array objects, masked arrays and matrices, fast operations and arrays, mathematical logical shape manipulation, sorting problems, selections, input, output, discrete Fourier transforms, basic linear algebra, basic statistical operations, random simulation, and much more. Then SciPy, scientific Python, it solves all the numerical, mathematical, engineering, and technical problems. It allows users to manipulate with the data, visualizing the data, using wide range of high-level Python commands. SciPy is built on Python NumPy extension. SciPy is an extension of NumPy. Then Pandas. You know Pandas is a library. So Pandas is antivirus software, first antivirus software for cloud environment. So Pandas is a library. It is especially Python programming language for data manipulation and analysis. What is the size of the data? Number of rows, number of columns, what is the maximum value, minimum value, average, standard deviation, etc. That's why we are using Pandas offers data structures and operations for manipulating numerical tables and time series data. Pandas is a must-learn library for data input and output, cleansing the data, transforming the data, aggregating the data. Then scikit-learn, formerly known as SCI kits.learn, and also known as sklearn, is a free software machine learning library for the Python programming language. Scikit-learn solves problems like classification problem, regression, clustering, support vector machine, random forest, gradient boosting, k-means, dbscan. Then Theano. Theano is a Python library that allows us to evaluate mathematical operations, including multidimensional arrays, so efficiently. It is mostly used in building deep learning applications. It works a way more faster on graphics processing unit, GPU, rather than the CPU. It is mainly designed to handle the types of computation required for large neural network algorithms used in deep learning. Then TensorFlow, I have explained already. It is a free and open source software library for machine learning and artificial intelligence. It can be used across a range of tasks, but has a particular focus on training and inference of deep neural networks. TensorFlow provides collection of workflows to develop and train models using Python. It supports for JavaScript. Then Keras. Keras is one of the API designed for human beings, not machines. Keras follows best practices for reducing cognitive load. It offers consistent and simple APIs. It minimizes the number of user actions required for common use cases, and it provides clear actionable error messages. Layers are the building blocks of neural networks in Keras. Okay. Then PyTorch. PyTorch is a library. It is developed by Facebook company, keep in mind, for their artificial intelligence research laboratory. It is used for applications such as computer vision, natural language processing. Then Seaborn. Seaborn is a library. It is especially for visualizing the graphs like Matplotlib. So in order to generate various visualizations, we are using Seaborn, like Matplotlib, Pandas, NumPy. Okay, visualizing for univariate and bivariate data. And data visualization is to visualize distribution, trends, and relationship for variables. Then Matplotlib, it is a Python library for developing various graphs. especially for NumPy pandas. We are using this matplotlib. These are the top 10 libraries. Then so these are the deep learning applications and neural networks, especially fraud detection. We are using deep learning. Customer relationship management system. We are using deep learning. Computer vision, vocal artificial intelligence, natural language processing, data refining, autonomous vehicles, supercomputers. We are using deep learning techniques. Then KNN. So now practical session. My dear students, any doubts? Theory part is completed now. Now I am going to demonstrate K nearest neighbor algorithm. So it is one of the machine and deep learning algorithm, and KNN used in the variety of applications such as finance, healthcare, political science, handwriting detection, image recognition, and video recognition. We are using a KNN algorithm, K nearest neighbor algorithm. See how it works. It beginning of the K is equal to 1. K means number of assumptions. So now I would like to classify the data. How many stars, how many triangles are there? So class A, class B. So classification uses label, target class. So KNN has the following basic steps. It starts with the x-axis and y-axis. How many data points we are taking? Calculate the distance between 2 points by using various formulas like Euclidean distance, Minkowski distance, okay, and various distances we are using. Find closest neighbors by using Euclidean distance, Minkowski distance, okay, and vote for labels, stop. That is the concept of KNN, okay. We are finding the closest neighbors. That's why K nearest neighbor. K stands for assumption. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many classes you would like to classify? Okay. So now see the same example. Finding neighbors and voting for labels. The distance between now K is equal to 3. See how many points are closest to neighbors. You are making class A and class B groups. Okay, x-axis I'm taking the number of data points, y-axis I'm taking number of classes. Okay, so I'm generating a classification by using KNN algorithm. Now these are the steps in KNN algorithm. Starts with the data sets. KNN classified defining data set, number of rows and columns, encoding data columns, combining features, generating model, KNN with multiple labels, loading data, exploring data, let's check records of the target set, splitting data, generating model for K is equal to 5, model evaluation for K is equal to 5, regenerating model for K is equal to 7. K means number of assumptions. When I'm doing a number of assumptions, I don't know how many classification the data set is going to do. In that case, I'm doing K is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the algorithm. This is the code. Now I'm going to share with you. I have executed, see here, I have executed this KNN algorithm. Okay, so these are the this is the accuracy I got it. See here, these are the algorithm. Now I'm going to execute. I'm sharing with you. Please see here. My screen is visible. Please respond. Hello, sir. My screen is visible. I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
So check Python version. If latest version is, prefer latest version. Okay. So my version is 3.11.1. Quit. So this is a moving. Python can be executed in 2 ways. First one is IDLE and second one is scripting way. IDLE stands for Integration Development Learning Environment. And second one is scripting way. To clear the screen, I am using in scripting way CLS To clear the screen in IDLE, I am using import os.system of CLS. Now, I am opening the file, notepad space, KNN, K nearest neighbor algorithm. Please see here. This is the algorithm I am used. See, K nearest neighbor technique is using Python, assigning features and label variables. First feature, I am taking weather forecasting data set as input data set. Sunny, overcast, okay, rainy. So these are the columns. Second feature, temperature, hot, mild, cool. These are the temperature parameters, keep in mind. And label and target variables. Say yes or no. So I know label means, yes means it is sunny. No means it's rainy, like that. Impact label encoder. From sklearn, I am importing pre-processing, creating label encoder, and pre-processing, I am converting string labels into numbers. I have given explanation also. I am sharing with you all the programs and all the data sets. You need to do various applications and execution and take the results and prepare a paper and present in the conferences, in journal papers. I will help you. Whenever you can ask any doubts in the group. We are having a chat group. I have created data science workshop group. You can ask any questions, any queries. Then converting string labels into neighbors. Then combining weather and temperature in a single list of files. Then training the model using the training data set. Predicting the output and import scikit-learn dataset library. Load dataset. I am loading the dataset. Then print the label specifies, print the data set, and print the data shape, and print that data, and finally create KNN classifier, train the model using the training data set, predicting the response for the test data, and model accuracy I'm finding, and create KNN classifier, train the model using the training data set, and finally predict the response for the data set. Now I'm going to execute. Finally, I'm finding model accuracy. How often is the classifier is correct or not? Okay, now see, I'm executing Python space knn.py. So now my program is running. See, so it is classified. And the number of rows, 178, number of records, number of instances. This is a data set I have taken, and I have applied for a heart data set, heart prediction data set for a KNN. You can use for any temperature data, heart data set. You can change the data and predict the results. So now I am going to share with you. So 0 means false, 1 means true. That means a person gets heart attack, 1 gives, and 2 gives, sometimes there is a chance of getting. Okay, like that. So accuracy 74%, I got it. Now I am sharing this KNN algorithm with you. Then please open, all of you. I'm sharing with you this the WhatsApp. Please share your WhatsApp. I'm using knn.py. Okay. So already there. So now I'm sharing this program. One second, where is the data science workshop? KNN file, please take and run this program. So you can take as an input data set as a heart patient data set and apply the k nearest neighbor algorithm, and you need to predict the data. Okay, so please take down this algorithm and steps. You need to solve this application right now. Okay, you got, please execute all of you.
Executed, sir.
Oh, you are sure? Can anyone share your screen? I would like to see. Please share your screen, Bhavita. Till one more subject is there, you need to, and we'll see for few more applications. Okay. So all of you executed this program. KNN, Srivani is sharing the screen. Okay. Okay, please, somebody is sharing. Shall I stop my? Yeah. Very good, very good. You got the results? Who's this system? Who is this system?
Bhavita.
Okay, very good, Amma. So try to execute all the programs and we'll see few more applications. Okay. Very good, Amma. Okay. Now see, any doubts so far? Deep learning is completed. Now I am going to start AR, VR technology, augmented reality and virtual reality. Any doubts?
No, sir.
It is clear? All the terms, all the jargon. Shall I, any doubts? You are in which semester right now?
2-1, sir.
Oh, very good. In 2-1 itself, you are learning so many good subjects, latest subjects. Thanks to Ramana sir for conducting such a wonderful workshop for you. You are understanding all the concepts of data science, core concepts. So in the final year, you are studying deep learning. Now itself, you have completed deep learning concept, very research subject, and very good subject for a job-oriented subject, data science right now. Highest package for data scientist in America and other industries, especially in IT industry. Okay, now can I start with another subject, another last subject today, AR/VR technology? So what is meant by AR/VR? Augmented reality and virtual reality. Okay, so what is meant by augmented reality? It is a technology that superimpose a computer generated image on a user's view of the real world, thus providing a composite view. That is called augmented reality. It is virtual reality means it is a simulated experience that can be similar to or completely different from the real world. So see the differences in the below image: virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. See what a beautiful picture. You can see the differences between augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, MR. MR means mixed reality. Now see, sir, statistics on COVID-19 impact on AR/VR accelerated adoption. Augmented reality users 72.8%. AR/VR users in the 2019 to 2023, and VR headset they are using, and virtual reality users. So now see 60 plus startup companies transforming augmented reality and virtual reality. All companies are moving, all industrial, social, healthcare, education, advertising. They are using this augmented and virtual reality concepts. The diverse potential and virtual reality and AR applications. See, in a healthcare domain, how much US dollars they are earning. Engineering, real estate, retail, military, education, video games, live events, video entertainment, etc. So this is the AR/VR word cloud. AR/VR word cloud, and augmented reality was coined by, who is the person first coined by? He is the person Tom Caudle, researcher called Tom Caudle. He started with the augmented reality, and then along came virtual reality arcade machines in the 1990s, Sega, VR1 motion simulation, and 1968 Ivan Sutherland and his student Bob Sproul created first AR/VR head-mounted display that was connected to a computer and not a camera. Okay, then if you see history of augmented reality, when it started, 1968 first head-mounted augmented reality display. Then 1974 dedicated AR laboratory. 1990s augmented reality and virtual fixtures. 1992. 1994 AR in the theater and entertainment. 1998 NFL first and 10 line powered by AR. 1999 NASA people used AR technology. Then 2000 AR toolkit. 2003 AR tech. 2009 AR in print media and automotive industry. 2013 and 2014 Google Glass, you know Google Glass, wearable AR technology. 2014 and Microsoft HoloLens. 2016 AR applications retail market. 2017. So you can call it as the first company to sell VR goggles and gloves and VPL research in the year 1985. and virtual reality in the year 1987. Jaron Lanier, who coined. The term augmented reality was coined by Tom Carden. The first AR technology was developed in the year 1968, at Harvard University, when computer scientist Ivan Sutherland, father of computer graphics. You can call it as a father of computer graphics is Ivan Sutherland. So virtual reality in the year 1957, Morton Heilig. His multimedia device called the Sensorama is considered one of the earliest virtual reality. Okay, next. So these are the measuring and qualifying optical performance of AR VR device display. See here, PlayStation virtual reality and Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, Samsung Gear virtual reality. These are the devices, optical device displays. Google Glass, Vuzix M300, Microsoft HoloLens, Epson Mavirio. So these are the defining AR, MR, VR devices, input devices, like output devices, input devices, and mixed reality, virtual reality, AR reality. Then you can call difference between augmented reality and virtual reality. AR uses real world setting, while virtual reality uses completely virtual. That means no physical. Augmented reality augments your surroundings by adding digital elements to a live view, often by using the camera on a smartphone. Virtual reality is a completely immersive experience that replaces a real life environment with a simulated one. AR users can control their presence in the real world. Virtual reality users are controlled by the system. AR requires a headset device, but AR can be accessed with a smartphone. AR enhances both the virtual and real world, while VR only enhances the fictional reality. Then augmented reality and virtual reality bridge the digital and physical worlds. They allow you to take information and content visually in the same way you take in the world. So difference between two, the destination between VR and AR come down to the devices they require and the experience itself. Augmented reality uses real world setting up. Virtual reality is completely virtual. Okay. Now see the differences. Augmented reality, it uses system augments the real world scene by using cameras. Using a maintenance sense of presence in the real world needs to a mechanism to combine virtual and real worlds. Hard to register real world and virtual. Virtual reality, totally immersive environment. Senses are under control of system, needs mechanism to feed virtual world to use. Hard to make virtual reality world interesting. So these are the virtual reality devices, fully artificial environment, fully immersive in the virtual environment. Then augmented reality, virtual objects overlaid on real world environment, the real world enhanced with digital objects. Mixed reality, that is called MR, virtual environment combined with real world. Interact with both the real world and the virtual environment. So these are the differences between virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. See, what is real the differences? See here, virtual objects, virtual environment and objects surrounds users in digital world with simulated people, objects and environment. That is called virtual reality. Using a headset, user can be transported to other places and time with 360 view. Augmented reality, it adds an extra layer of interactive 3D content to actual surroundings. Using see-through glasses, Users are visually connected to the environment around. That is called augmented reality. So examples, see, Nike uses augmented reality and you can see the and virtual reality in their physical stores. Nike is a company. Customers can scan items like shoes or clothing to view information. They can enter a virtual reality world to experience the different steps in Nike's supply chain, so they understand how and where items are being made. Modern mobile augmented reality systems uses one or more of the following motion tracking technologies, or digital cameras and other optical sensors, accelerometers, global positioning system, gyroscopes, solid state compasses, radio frequency identification. These technologies offer varying levels of accuracy and precision. You can call it as, see, augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality visualization technology allowing a user to see virtual information, and virtual reality a computer generated iterative three-dimensional environment. System augments the real world scene, totally immersive environment. User maintains a sense of presence in real world. Visual senses are under control of system. Okay. AR, VR, MR, which one is better? Sir, I am a beginner of AR, VR, MR technologies. So if you see, MR experiences get input from the environment and will change according to it. Mixed reality experience, the user can interact with both digital and physical elements. So mixed reality differs from HR, where digital and physical elements don't interact, and VR, where the physical or real world is completely blocked out. So that's why, so which one you can choose depends on your requirement and constraint. You can use augmented reality when digital content from virtual world on top of real environment providing information. With help of mobile, you can solve the problems of augmented reality. With help of mixed reality, virtual and real environment mix and interact with each other. We can solve both problems. Okay. And virtual reality, immersive virtual environment, shut out the real world. With help of a headset, we are solving the problems. Then see the computer vision. What is meant by computer vision? Computer vision is a field of artificial intelligence. It enables computers and systems to derive meaningful information from digital images, audio, video application, biometric application, face recognition application, and handwritten recognition, and thumb recognition, fingerprint recognition. Various applications we are solving under computer vision. Multimodal interaction is a situation where the user is provided with the multiple modes for interacting with the system. What is multimodal human-computer interaction? A multimodal human-computer interaction system is composed of the comprehensive usage of various input and output channels for the information input, apart from the traditional keyboard typing, mouse clicking, screen touching. The latest speech and face recognition technology can be used. That is called a human-computer interaction. Multimodal systems, as those that process two or more combined user input modes, such as speech, touch, visual, and learning in a coordinated manner with multimodal system output. If you see decision, you can see in this one as one intelligent robot interacting with the system environment. It takes the action, speech, then perception, microphone, then interpretation. Finally, you are getting the output. This is the best example for multimodal system. It comes under computer machine vision processing. See here example, multimodal interface architecture. User speaks voice recognition with help of various devices and interfaces. And we are using web application in virtual environment. And finally, we are finding automatic speech recognition, text to speech synthesis. And finally, we are finding output of the application. Virtual reality and augmented reality taking over the retail ecosystem. Yes, nowadays, everybody is purchasing all types of AR, VR, MR technology gadgets and equipments in order to solve complex applications. Augmented reality and virtual reality applications. What are the applications? Various applications you can see. Real world applications. They allow you to take information and content visually. In the same way, you can take the world. So mobile gamification, we are using 360-degree video applications, smart simulators, deep analytics, desktop simulation, mixed reality, augmented reality, virtual reality examples. And key benefits of AR, VR applications, especially we are using applications, field applications of virtual reality, applications of augmented reality, movie and television, real estate, education, communication, life, medical care, industry. How we are using AR, VR technologies. So it increased productivity, streamlined work process, risk-free exploration, major benefits of AR, VR technologies, earlier detection of flaws, cost savings, cross-geographic collaboration, real-time inspection, improved outcomes, reduced development time, enhanced decision-making, etc. And augmented reality and virtual reality, how to apply branding to AR, VR experiences. Yes, we are using in the sports, this AR, VR technologies for attracting the customers. Military, e-commerce, marketing, travel, education, healthcare, retail, fashion, and manufacturing, real estate. This AR, VR technology is using. And these are the applications of AR, VR technologies. So augmented reality, we are using in every field. Virtual reality, energy efficiency, ecology, remote tourism, remote maintenance. We are using augmented reality in various fields like augmented reality, sport, bracelet, virtual reality, face recognition, private emoji, smartwatch, dual camera. Nowadays, we are getting smart mobile, smart watch, smart chatbots with help of this augmented virtual reality only. These are the top 10 tools for virtual reality and augmented reality. Euphoria, Wiki2D, ARKit, AR4, AR Toolkit. These are the various top best 5 tools we are using in augmented and virtual reality applications. So what are the major benefits of this augmented reality, virtual reality? It is giving efficiency, brightness, field of view. So challenges of still few challenges are there. Form factor, resolution, versions, accommodation, conflict. Okay. And these are the common features to expect from AR technology. Tracking 3-dimensional objects, smart glasses support, SLAM support, geolocation, and cloud storage. AR, VR challenges in 2022. Still, R&D is ongoing on 67% want to learn more about a place they are visiting. 67% want to learn new skills or techniques. 61% want to visualize how clothes might fit. So these are the challenges. 58% people want to review 3-dimensional manuals. 54% wants to shop for household items and furniture. 47% want to play games. These are the challenges in the year 2022. That's all From my side, top 10 modules of data science workshops. Few students so far not subscribed my channel. Please subscribe my channel and listen various IT tools and techniques I have explained and write comments on the videos. Listen all the videos, my dear students. So with this one completed 10 modules, now I am going to demonstrate various health database applications. What I have done in my data science research laboratory, COVID-19 virus prediction and detection, COVID-19 strain virus prediction and detection, Omicron virus prediction and detection right now, Ebola virus. See, recently what I am doing, BF7 Omicron virus, I'm collecting all chest X-ray images. I'm doing research on that one. And I'm applying CNN, RNN and LSTM, which one is showing best accuracy, so that I'm publishing the papers, so that I'm publishing the, presenting the international conference papers. Then followed by the Ebola virus prediction and detection using machine learning and deep learning, prostate cancer prediction and detection, breast cancer, lung cancer, and the monkeypox virus prediction and detection. These are the various healthcare applications. Healthcare is the maintenance to improvement of health via the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and amelioration, cure of disease, illness and injury, and other physical and mental impairments in people. Healthcare is delivered by health professionals and allied health fields. Efforts made to maintain or restore physical, mental, or emotional well-being, especially by trained and licensed professionals. So these are the 7 types of healthcare applications I have implemented in my research laboratory. What are the top 10 healthcare applications that you can build without coding? Yes, online patient portal. As a second year student, you can develop these applications. Top 10 custom healthcare applications: disease management, patient coding reporting, health and wellness management, diagnostic reporting, inventory management, research and development databases, digital transformation and productivity, knowledge-based system, laboratory management, etc. Okay, then see the first healthcare application, COVID-19 virus detection. COVID is a coronavirus. In the year 2019, the virus came. It is an infectious disease caused by newly discovered coronavirus. So it is also called as a SARS-CoV-2. SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS. Then COVID-19 is a disease caused by a new strain of coronavirus. CO stands for corona, VI stands for virus, and D stands for disease. Formerly, this disease was referred to as 2019, novel coronavirus 2019, nCoV. These are the symptoms of COVID-19: fever, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. Then these are the clinical and image features I have taken as input data set, COVID-19 patients. Then I have collected various data sets from the GitHub repository, Kaggle repository, UCI repositories. These are the CNN algorithm I have applied. Convolutional operation. What is meant by convolutional operation? It refers to the combination of 2 or more functions to produce third function. Is called a convolutional neural network. ReLU layer. ReLU layer is nothing but act as an activation function, rectified linear unit. It is an activation function to compute under predictable gradient back operation of the error. It increases the linearity functions in the context of convolutional neural networks. Pooling. It reduces the spatial size of representation and to reduce the amount of parameters and also computation in the network. There are two types of max pooling and minimum pooling, average pooling. Then flattening. Flattening is a converting function into one-dimensional array of inputting the next layer. It will flatten the output of the convolutional layer to create a single long feature vector. Step 4, full connection. It is to take the results of convolutional or pooling process and use them to classify the image into a label. And these are the CNN algorithm steps. A convolutional neural network's introduction to speak. First, convolutional operation and a rectified linear unit layer, then pooling, then flattening and full connection. I'm using a convolution operation, the rectified linear unit, max pooling. Then these are the steps of COVID-19 image classification using features extracted by transfer learning in Keras and TensorFlow. First, problem definition, data preparation, feature engineering, training ML algorithm, testing trained model, model deployment. So this is the process I have applied on my COVID-19 virus prediction. See the three types of images I'm taking: COVID-19, pneumonia, normal. And I'm applying the exception network, parallel deep feature extraction, ResNet 50, it is a framework. I'm converting these images into pixels, converted into and concatenated features, then conversion into two-dimensional and applying the flattened features. Then I'm applying dropout, then applying classifier activation softmax function. Finally, I'm detecting whether that image is normal or COVID or pneumonia. This is the classification I have done. These are the corona training data set I have taken for CNN model. This is the algorithm steps of CNN model. So I'm importing the Keras and the TensorFlow steps, importing the training data set, perform the feature scaling to transform the data, creating data structure with the 60 time steps and one output, import Keras library and its package, initialize the ECNN, add the LSTM layers and some dropout regularization, add the output layer, compile the ECNN, fit the ECNN to the training set, load the COVID-19 test image data for 2020, get the predicted COVID-19 for 2020, visualize the results of predicted under real-time COVID-19. This is the algorithm. This is the code I am sharing with you. This is the CNN code. Okay, so import the sequential model and layers. So training augmentation configuration, testing augmentation only, rescaling, generator for validation data. I have taken 890 images, chest X-ray images as input, and I have applied evaluating model performance on testing data. This is the code of CNN model. Then this is the corona testing data set I have trained and I have applied for testing images. Then finally I found with the chest X-ray of COVID-19 and severity level, which image is a positive image, which image is negative image. This is the classification I have done. This is the experimentation I have done. Number of epochs with accuracy and loss. See, I have first time I got only 66% execution flow of COVID-19 data set. And this is the data loss versus accuracy. And this is the execution time between COVID-19 virus and number of processors. This is the graph I have generated COVID-19 data size versus accuracy. And this is next corona strain virus. How much time is there? Sir, Sheshadri Ramana sir.
45 minutes.
Sir, how much time is there?
45 minutes.
Okay. And the next application is COVID strain virus detection. Same. I have collected various images, strain, that variants you can call it as a Omicron right now, Omicron virus. Okay, and see, these are the symptoms of corona strain images: fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste, smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea, etc. These are the symptoms of corona strain, means variant. Okay, sore throat, diarrhea, headache. Okay, and these are the COVID-19 strain input data set to the CNN model I have taken. Then these are the COVID-19 strain training data set to the CNN model. And this is the RNN technique. Please listen. Earlier one is a convolutional neural network, and this algorithm is a recurrent neural network. Okay. So here I'm importing a COVID-19 strain for chest X-ray image data set. Then I'm applying training parameters. Then I'm applying network parameters. See, training parameters like learning rate, training steps, batch size, display set 200. So these are the network parameters, input, time steps, number of hidden layers, number of classes. So then x-axis, y-axis, define weights, then prepare data shape to match RNN function requirements, current data input shape, required shape. There are various parameters and fine tuning we are doing. Then linear activation and using RNN, inner loop, last loop, define loss and optimizer function. Because of time, I'm moving. There are various applications. Please bear with me. And evaluate model. And here I'm finding the test logist for dropouts to be disabled. Initialize the variables. Start training. Run the initializer, etc. Then reshape the data set to get 28 by 28 elements. Run optimization. Calculate batch loss and accuracy. Calculate accuracy for 128 data set. See, these are the chest X-ray of COVID-19 strain, virus and severity. Next, prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is marked by an uncontrolled, it is a malignant growth of cells in the prostate gland. So it is especially for male. There are 5 warning signs: bone pain, compression of the spine, painful urination, erectile dysfunction, blood in the urine. Prostate cancer affects the prostate glands of men. Prostate cancer begins with cells in the prostate develop changes in the DNA. These are the symptoms I have collected. Okay. This is a prostate cancer symptoms. And see here, a cough that doesn't go away after 2 to 3 weeks, long stand cough that gets worse, chest infection that keep coming back, coughing of blood, an ache or pain. These are the symptoms of the prostate cancer. These are the prostate cancer images, chest X-ray images I have collected for input data set. And these are the training data set I have collected for a CNN model. And I have applied CNN model and I got accuracy X-ray of prostate cancer versus normal image. So this is a prostate cancer. Then breast cancer. So breast cancer can occur for both men and women, but it's for more common in women. Breast cancer is cancer that forms in the cells of the breast. After skin cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer diagnosed in women in the United States especially. Types of breast cancer includes ductal carcinoma in situ, invasive ductal carcinoma, inflammatory breast cancer, and metastatic breast cancer. These are the symptoms I have collected. Some warning signs of breast cancer: new lump in the breast cancer or underarm, thickening or swelling of part of the breast, irritation or dimpling of breast skin. These are the various pain in any area of the breast. These are the symptoms of breast cancer disease. These are the images I have collected, chest X-ray images, and by using CNN model. And this is the training data set of CNN model. And X-ray of breast cancer versus normal image. So these are the various images we have identified and classified which one is positive, which one is negative. This is the code of CNN model, convolutional neural network we have applied on the chest X-ray images classifications. Okay. And I got the very good accuracy for this breast cancer final execution using CNN model. Then lung cancer, fifth database healthcare application. Lung cancer is also known as a lung carcinoma, is a malignant lung tumor characterized by the uncontrolled cell growth in the tissues of the lung. This growth can be spread beyond the lung by the process of metastasis into a nearby tissues or other parts of the body. Okay, and these are the symptoms of the lung cancer. A cough that doesn't see, these are the coughing of blood, an ache or pain when breathing or coughing, persistence, breathlessness, persistent tiredness, lack of energy, loss of appetite or unexpected weight loss. These are the lung cancer input data set to the CNN model I have collected, and 980 X-ray images I have collected from the Kaggle, GitHub, and UCI repositories. Lung cancer training data set to the CNN model. X-ray of lung cancer versus normal image. Finally, I have detected and classified. And this is the last health database application, Ebola virus detection. Ebola virus is called EVD, is a rare and deadly disease most commonly affecting people, non-human primates like monkeys, gorillas, and chimpanzees. Ebola virus is deadly disease with the occasional outbreaks that occur primarily on the African continent. So Ebola virus, also known as Ebola virus disease. And these are the symptoms of Ebola virus: fever, abdominal pain, weakness and fatigue. These are the symptoms. Natural, 90% of infected people die. 90% will die means such a deadly dangerous virus, Ebola virus. These are the symptoms like headache, heat, abdominal pain, sore throat, and rash, loss of appetite, vomiting blood. These are the symptoms of Ebola virus. I have collected various symptoms: muscle pain, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea. Okay. Then followed by the Ebola virus training data set to the CNN model. I have applied CNN model and RNN model for these images. And this is the RNN algorithm for Ebola virus. First, I am importing the Ebola data. Then I am importing the libraries like Keras, TensorFlow, and training parameters, network parameters, defining weights, defining LSTM cells with TensorFlow, defining loss and optimizer, start training, run the initializer. These are the calculate accuracy. And finally, I got the output X-ray of Ebola virus, normal image or positive image or negative image. And the conclusion of this health database application, I got 91% of CNN model and RNN model. So these are the, I have attended 7 countries. This is at Thailand as an international speaker. Then this is at Singapore. I have attended as a keynote speaker. Then this is at Malaysia, and this is at Geetham Produttur. I acted as a keynote speaker, and it is a resource person at MITS Madanapalli. This is keynote speaker at Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College. It is a jury member at MITS Madanapalli. It is keynote speaker at SITM Tirupati, and a doctorate degree from JNTU Anantapur, and Bharat Vidyaratan Award from Delhi. And this is Best IT Teacher Award from Tutors Pride. And this is Best Local Chapter Award from IIT Madras. And this is an international seminar speaker at Salem, Tamil Nadu. This is a keynote speaker at Gautami Women's Engineering College, Produttur. This is a IISR, Indian Institute of Science Education Research, ISR. ISR at Tirupati, I acted as a resource person. This is at, you can call it as a Sangam University. All over India and all over many countries, I have delivered lectures. This is ABS College of Engineering. This is at Jaya Engineering College, Tamil Nadu. This is Maharshi Markandeya University at Punjab. This is at Bluecrest University, Data Science. This is at Oman, Saudi Arabia, Big Data Analytics using Spark. Data Science application using Python. It is at Bluecrest University. This is at Russia, COVID-19 strain virus detection. And this is big data application using PySpark, Bluecrest University. This is at Russia University. I have delivered as keynote speaker for COVID-19 strain virus detection. This is data science application hands-on at Bluecrest University. This is Bharatidasan University. I have explained data analysis tools. Then this is the Lord's Institute of Science and Technology, Hyderabad. And this is data science using R programming. This is the University of Reva at Bangalore. I have acted as a keynote speaker and a panel member. This is one of the Karpaga Vinayaka Engineering College, acted as a resource person. This is Vigyan's Engineering College, Institute of Science and Technology, acted as a resource person. This is a research conclave at 49 universities conducted research conclave at Africa continent. I have delivered as a resource person. This is Krishna University, Machilipatnam. Data science application using ML and DL techniques. This is KL University. I have acted as a resource person. This is Chadalavada Ramanamma Engineering College, Tirupati. This is Welltech University. This is Chalapati Engineering College, Science and Engineering Technology. And Annamacharya Institute of Technology. Cyber security applications using Python at Bluecrest University. Cyber security applications using Python. And Maharshi Markandeya Engineering College, acted as a keynote speaker. Mobile application development using Python, Bluecrest University. And Welltech Vet University, I have delivered talk on data science application using machine learning and deep learning. This is Reva University, acted as in one of the international conference. This is at Saudi Arabia, Salala Engineering College, data science application and deep learning. Vet University, I have used cyber data analytics. Then Vet Institute, I have used data analytics. This is one of the Maharashtra Engineering College. I have delivered talk. This is SSN Engineering College, Chennai. This is Maharshi Markandeya Engineering College. This is SKC Bansal Engineering College. I have delivered a talk. This is Ravindra Engineering College. The previous workshop I have delivered data science and artificial intelligence opportunities and challenges. And this is a Recurrent Engineering College, Gwalior. And this is a Sri Sai Ram Engineering College. I have delivered it up. This is cyber security data analytics using Python. This is one of the engineering college at Karnataka. Then webinar, Bansal Engineering College. Then Research India Foundation. I gave delivered talk. And this is a JNTU Kakinada. I have delivered a talk. This is a Model Institute of Engineering Technology. I have delivered a talk. This is Rathinam Engineering College, Coimbatore. This is Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology, Hyderabad. This is one of the engineering college, DCS MAT in Kerala. I have delivered a talk. Then data analytics, MVGR at Visakhapatnam. This is KSRM Engineering College, Kadapa. This is deep learning, Sri Sai Ram Engineering College. This is Research India Foundation. I have delivered a talk. This is Abdul Kalam International Foundation Research Institute. This is Research India Foundation. I have delivered a talk. And the role of research in quality education and teaching pedagogy. I have delivered a talk. And this is KSRM College of Engineering. So this is SRIT Anantapur. Then this is New Horizon Engineering College at Bangalore. This is called Krishna Chaitanya Institute of Science and Technology, Ongole. This is also Krishna Chaitanya. This is a Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. And this is Savita Engineering College, Chennai. This is Data Science Application Programming using Go programming language. This is Madanapalli MITS Institute, Cyber Security Analytics using Python. This is Big Data Workshop application using Python. And this is Vishnu Engineering College at Bhimavaram. This is you can recent trends in artificial intelligence, 1 week program. This is a Vellore Institute of Technology. This is also Vellore Institute of Technology. This is Cyber Security at Bluecrest. And this is Vellore Institute of Technology. Cyber security using Python programming. It is a government project right now I am doing. Right now I am doing Cyber Siksha, 3 months program I am doing for all the employees and freshers. This is yours, Eagle Eye on Data Science. 1 week hands-on workshop. This is your latest Ravindra College of Engineering for Women. So this is a last slide. Thank you for giving this opportunity. And if time permits, I am going to complete a practical session on Python. How much time is there? Any queries? How much time is there, Amma?
20 minutes, sir.
Okay, till 20 minutes is there. Okay, very good. So now we are going to solve practicals. Any doubts, please ask me.
No doubt, sir.
You understood?
Yes, sir.
You like data science workshop?
Yes, sir.
Without seeing, can you list out 10 subjects, Bhavita, without seeing what is the syllabus of data science? Yeah, list out. What are the 10 subjects so far you have learned? Bhavita, can you answer?
Introduction to data science.
Perfect. Next.
Python programming.
Perfect. Next. Statistics.
Statistics. Mission learning.
Correct.
Deep learning.
Yes. Artificial intelligence.
Artificial
Yeah.
visualization.
Neural networks. Data mining. Data mining. AR, VR technology.
Virtual reality.
Augmented reality. Yes. Augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. Okay. So very interesting topics in the second year level you are learning. It is a great privilege I have to explain for second years, and a great, I would like to say thanks to coordinator and your faculty members arranged 1 week hands-on practice on data science applications using Python programming. See here, just I am reminding what are the concepts you have studied. Okay, see here, these are the topics you have studied. Introduction to data science, Python programming. If you are interested, Go programming, I will teach in the next workshop, don't worry. And statistics, artificial intelligence, data mining, artificial neural networks, machine learning, deep learning, AR, VR technology, augmented reality, virtual technology, virtual reality, business applications or case studies. See here, COVID-19 virus, Omicron, Ebola virus, prostate, breast and lung cancer, monkeypox prediction. Computer understands only ones and zeros. This is the way we are measuring the data in data science. This is the syllabus of introduction to data science you have studied. And this is the syllabus of Python programming. Now I am going to clarify these concepts. 10 minutes. I will revise all the topics. Please listen carefully. I am sharing the introduction to Python programming. I didn't complete it because of time. Now I am going to complete. Please listen. So, who developed Python programming? Guido van Rossum. Python can be executed in two ways, IDLE and a scripting way. IDLE stands for Integration Development Learning Environment, and scripting way. In order to clear the screen in IDLE, what is the command we are using? Bhavita, please answer to my question. To clear the IDLE, what is the command I am using? Two commands I am using.
Import os.system cls.
Of CLS. Perfect, perfect. Give a big round of applause to Bhavita. She is answering very well. Python data types are integer, character, float, double, etc. Python collections are arrays, lists, sets, tuples, and dictionaries. Python supports mathematical operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo division. Python has single line comments hash, multi-line comments triple quotes, dash dash triple quotes. Python supports loop statements or for statement, while statement. Python is a case-sensitive programming language because capital A and small a is different ASCII values. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Python is so popular because it is having rich number of libraries and packages or APIs, application programming interface. Python software versions are 3.11.1. Python keywords cannot be used as identifier or variable name. Python must start with a letter or an underscore. Python must contain only letters, digits, or underscores. Data types are two types, mutable and immutable. Mutable data types are changeable. Examples are list, set, dictionary, byte array. Immutable means not changeable. Examples are integer, float, byte, string, tuple, frozen set. Then operator precedence. The order of execution of mathematical operations in Python is similar to the order used in conventional mathematics. In maths, there are three general operator precedence priority levels: exponents and roots, multiplication, division, and modulus, addition and subtraction. The short form of operator precedence is BODMAS. B stands for brackets, O stands for orders, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction. And Python, sorry, 1 second. So Python strings, a string is a collection of characters or sequence of characters. A character is simply a symbol. For example, the English language has 26 characters. Words and sentences are collections of characters, and so are Python strings. The most common functions used from the library, strlen. It is for string length, string copy, string comparison, string, two strings if you want to read. Then string arrays. Array is a container which can hold list of numbers or items. These items should be of the same type. Most of the data structures make use of arrays to implement their algorithms. The related terminology of Python is element and index. What is meant by element? Element is each item stored in an array is called an element. Index. Each location of an element in an array has a numerical index which is used to identify the element. Array operations are traverse, insertion, deletion, search, updation, etc. Traverse means we are visiting all the nodes, we are printing the elements. Insertion means inserting element between two elements. Deletion means I would like to delete the elements. Search, I am searching element from the data. Update means I am updating element in the database. Python functions. So function is a self-contained block of statements to perform specific tasks. Function is a set of rules. There are two types of functions. Predefined functions are also called as a built-in functions. Print, absolute, etc. User-defined functions means user is defining our own functions. Maximum, minimum, factorial, GCD, etc. Rules to define function in Python. There are some rules like def, my function colon, print hello from function. See example. So this is the program, Python program to perform all arithmetic operations. You have done this program in your system. Then write a Python program to perform swapping of two numbers using third variable. Have you done this program, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then without using third variable, the logic is A is equal to A plus B, B is equal to A minus B, A is equal to A minus B. And these are the practice examples of basic data types like Boolean, integer, float. You can practice. Right side examples are there. You can practice. Okay. And strings, string operations, slicing and indexing. Then these are the various built-in data types like string, integer, float, complex, list, tuple, range, dictionary, set, frozen set, bool, bytes, etc. This is a Python cheat sheet. We are performing data types, operators, and operations, OOPs, object-oriented programming concepts, class and objects, functions, lambda functions, comments. You can call it as a generic operations, file operations, try and accept blank. So these are the Python arrays. Python collections are arrays, list, set, tuple, dictionaries. Arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable using square brackets. This is called cars equal to Ford, Volvo, BMW. Now open all of you, please. Python collections, very simple, I will explain. Please open IDLE, all of you. Cars, please do first step. CMD, go to Python, CLS, clear screen. Like this, you can. One program I will show you, and you can perform. See, command prompt to the CLS clear screen, type Python. Please do now. See, Python 3.11.1. Python arrays I am explaining. So here write down, write a Python program. Write a Python program to demonstrate Python collections. Python collection, that is arrays. Now I am executing. See now, all of you, cars equal to square bracket begin double quotes Ford, comma Volvo within the double quotes, BMW within double quotes. Now see the answer. Cars. You can, if you type cars, you are getting Ford, Volvo, BMW. Now demonstrate cars of 0. First position, index. Array is a index. Now see the first position, Ford is there. It is displaying Ford. Cars of first position. What it displays? Volvo. See now Volvo. Next, cars of 2. Second position. We are having BMW. Now please do all of you. Bhavita, share your screen. Or any other person, please share your screen. My screen is visible. Hello, my dear friends. My screen is visible. Hello. Please respond, sir. Hello, Bhavita. My dear students, Ramana sir, please respond.
Sir.
Yeah. Are you executing?
Yes, sir.
Completed?
Doing, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
please.
is
How much time is there? At least we'll
sir, 5 minutes is there, sir.
5 minutes. Oh my God. Then when we will complete many programs are there. Okay. I will do one thing. I will share with you complete PPT and applications. Okay. You can use and execute. See next program. 1 second. Next program using write a Python program. Demonstrate Python collection using list. See list. I'm using this list equal to, you can perform this list equal to square bracket begin apple, banana, cherry. I'm declaring list of items. Okay. Now I'm checking the output. This list. So this list equal to apple, banana, cherry. I got the output. Now check this list of 0. First position. What is the element is there? Apple. Next, this list in first position. What is the fruit is there? Banana. Next, this list. Second position. What is the fruit is there? Cherry. So like this, can you execute all the programs? I'm going to share with you my PPT and my materials, books, everything today I'm going to share with you. My dear students,
Yes, sir.
any doubts?
No, sir.
It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at least 5 students, you can ask each one query. I will leave the session. Sir, please unmute them. Let them ask any queries if they are having. Please try to execute all the concepts. And if you are having any doubts, you be in the group and ask any doubts. I'm going to clarify. Okay. Okay. Ask doubts now. At least give feedback of my session. How you like my 5 days workshop.
This session is very nice and
Yeah,
it is
please.
very useful for us.
Okay. Any other students, please respond. You can speak about this workshop, what you have learned. What are the
Thank you,
concepts?
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir,
Yeah,
for conducting this workshop.
So you are interested to demonstrate various applications. So you want to learn more real-time
Yes.
applications?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. If any subject, if you are not understanding, you can ask me. I am going to give you PowerPoint presentation and explanation of that subjects. Latest
Okay, sir.
subjects of deep data science. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Whatever I have explained, these concepts are industry subjects. And the material also I am providing industry material. Okay, now this is your time to learn and explore yourself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any feedback from the faculty? Please respond.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, we are blessed to be a part of this workshop.
Yeah, please tell me, sir.
Sir, we are very much blessed to be a part of this workshop.
Yes. Thank you,
The
sir.
workshop goes very well, sir. We get a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. Any other comments? Please give me comments on this 5 days workshop, 1 week workshop. It is great privilege to organize data science 1 week workshop conducted by the Department of CSC, organized by the college, Ravindra Engineering College. Such a latest technology you have conducted. That is great. Any other feedback from the participants?
Sir,
Yes.
please share a source code, sir, for the applications.
Yes, yes, yes. I am going to share with you complete material. Don't worry. Today I am going to share with you in the data science workshop group. Any other queries? Any other comments?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, madam. Any doubts?
Thank you very much, sir, for explaining every topic.
Yes, yes, madam. My dear students, please subscribe my channel. Every day, at least 1 hour, you listen my videos so that you will get very good knowledge. Today's session also, yeah, today's session also I'm keeping in my channel. You can listen every day, at least half an hour. Whenever you are feeling bored, you will listen my video, you will feel relaxed and you will get the knowledge on various technologies. I have explained data science, big data, cloud computing, okay, cyber security, mobile application development, and artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning technologies. That's all from my side.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ramana sir, or any?
Sir, sir
Yeah,
is
please.
actually in class, sir.
Hello,
Ramana sir
hello.
is in classroom.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Shall we wind up, sir, session?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir, for giving
Sir,
me this
thank you
opportunity.
for your time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your knowledge sharing with us, sir.
Yes. Thanks to Ravindra College Management and Principal, sir, and Department HOD, Ramana,
Yes,
sir, and colleagues, and my dear lovely students. You are so amazing, so understanding, and this is more interactive session. And if you want any kind of knowledge on these subjects, I am ready to help you. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for spending your valuable time.
Okay. So you do favor for me. You subscribe my channel and listen my videos. That is more benefit for me. Please do favor. Okay, listen every day one video. Thank you for listening my videos in the YouTube channel.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm winding the session. Anytime, if you want my service, my knowledge, my help for you, always 24/7, I'm available and I will help you for implementation of your applications. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.